Okay, hello, second graders. We are starting a new topic today, topic 8. So we're going to be looking at lesson 8-1. They're going to ask us to solve problems with coins, working with money and time in this topic. We're going to look today at page 443. So if you can please take out your book and your pencil. I'm going to share my workspace with you here. Here we are, lesson 8-1. We're looking at 443. 443. And I see Carlos on this page, and he has a piggy bank. So let's go ahead and read. You can follow along in your book as we go. Kelsey had 10 cents in her piggy bank. She finds 5 cents more and puts it in her bank. Then Kelsey's mother gives her 20 cents to put in her bank. How many cents does Kelsey have in her bank now? All right, so just like with any other problem, I'm going to start by identifying important information. So I know that at the beginning, Kelsey had 10 cents in her piggy bank. I know she finds 5 cents more, so she's adding to her bank, right? Adding more money, and puts it in her bank. Then Kelsey's mother gives her how much? 20 cents to put in. Okay, so to begin with, she had 10 cents. So I'm just going to represent that by putting a 10 in a circle. So that's going to be my dime, right? 10 cents. And then she finds 5 cents, right? And then her mother gives her 20 cents. So there's no coin that stands for 20 cents. So we could do 2 tens, right? 2 tens. So here's a 10 and here's a 10. Good. Okay, so if I want to add all of this up, I see that I have 3 tens and 5 more, which makes 35 cents altogether. Now, when I write that 35, guys, I know they write cents here, but what I am really going to encourage you to do is to put a cents sign at the end. Okay, that just helps to distinguish between cents and dollars. So I'm really going to encourage you to always either add that cent sign, or if we're talking about dollar bills, to add the dollar sign. Okay, all right, let's take a look at the next page. Now, one thing that is going to be important is for us to really get some practice on identifying coins, so knowing what each coin looks like and what the names of each of the coins are. So, for example, in the first example, right, Mom gave 20 cents to Kelsey, but we know there's not a 20-cent coin, right? Well, what kind of coins are there? So the first one they show us is a dime. Those are worth 10 cents, and they show you both the front of the dime and the back of the dime because they look different. The next coin they show you is a nickel. Here's the front, or also known as the head, and here's the back, also known as the tails, right? That's a nickel, and that's worth 5 cents. And I often see students get confused sometimes on these two because a dime in size, it's smaller, right? But it's worth more. It's 10 cents. A nickel in size is slightly larger, but it's worth less. It's worth 5 cents. So just keep that in mind as you go, and it'll take practice as we go. I just kind of wanted to point that out. A penny, was shown here. Here's the heads and tails, is worth 1 cent. A quarter is worth 25 cents, and quarters, they have 1 quarter to represent each state. So the tails side on the quarter can look very different from quarter to quarter, but the heads you'll see always has George Washington's head on the front. And then we have a $50 that's worth 50 cents, right? So if you think about a dollar being worth 100 cents, a $50 is worth 50 cents, and that's what this looks like. And that is a very large coin. Okay, so here we have a story. It says Micah has the coins shown below. How many cents does Micah have? Count on to find the total. And this is going to be the key for this lesson and many lessons to come. Count on to find the total value. So what they are going to ask you to do is to take the coins that they have listed here, start with the first coin and put the amount, and then after that, add on each time, okay? So that's gonna look like this. We have a $50 to start with, so that's 50 cents. Okay, then I have a quarter. A quarter is worth 25 cents, right? So what I have encouraged students to do in the past is to just put a little 25 there, right? Just to kind of help yourself keep track of that's worth 25. Next, I have a dime, which I know is worth 10 cents. Then I have a nickel, which I know is worth 5 cents, and a penny, which is worth 1 cent. So as we go, we're going to be adding on the amount. So from 50, I add 25, and that gives me 75 cents. I have 75, and now I'm adding a dime, which is worth 10 cents. So from 75, I now have 85 cents. If you think about it in terms of an open number line, it kind of is the same concept, right? Because you're just adding each time. So from 85, I add 5 cents, and I get 90 cents. And finally, I have 90 cents, and I'm adding a penny, which gives me 91 cents for my total. Okay. All right, so that is what we're going to be doing today for both our guided and independent practice. So let's take a look at guided. It says count on to find each total value. So number 1, Lee has these coins. How many cents does Lee have? So we start here with a quarter. And again, if it's helpful to you, go ahead and begin by marking how much each coin is worth. So this is 25, another quarter would be 25, a nickel is worth 5, another nickel, 5, and a penny is 1. Okay, so if that's helpful, go ahead and start with that. Then we can do the adding on. So when I start with my first coin, I know I have 25 cents. Then I'm going to add an additional quarter. So 25 and 25 gives me 50 cents. Then I'm going to add a nickel. Now I have 55 cents. I'm going to add another nickel, which gives me 60 cents, right? Because 55 plus 5 gives me 60. And now I'm going to add a penny, which gives me 61 cents. And my total amount then is 61 cents. So I'm going to put that right here in this last box. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at number 2. Manny has these coins. How many cents does Manny have? So let's just go ahead and start by identifying the coins and the amounts. So here's a $50. I know that's 50 cents. And if you're using a pencil and you're finding that it's hard to show, if you're writing on top of the coin, you can also just put it up here if that's helpful. Okay, so there's 50 cents. A quarter is 25 cents. A dime is 10 cents. And a penny is 1 cent. So those are the amounts we're going to be using. So again, I'm starting with the $50. So I have 50 cents to begin with. To that $50, I'm adding 25 cents. So that's going to give me a total of 75 cents. To that 75 cents, I'm adding 10 more, which is going to give me 85 cents. And to that 85, I'm adding a penny, which is going to give me, that's right, 86 cents. So for this amount, I have a total of 86 cents. And that is the process that you're going to be doing also for your independent practice, which is here. You're going to be working on 3 through 5, following that same process. If you get to a coin and it gives you pause and you think, I'm not quite sure what the amount is, remember we have this chart here on the other side that shows you each of the coins and how much they're worth. So that can be really helpful as a point of reference if you get stuck. Okay, but I'm going to really encourage you to start by just marking how much each coin is worth before you start trying to add them. So this quarter here I know is 25, a dime I know is 10, another dime 10, another dime 10. Okay, that can be really helpful then as you go to just think about the amounts. All right, and then the total always goes here in the last spot. Okay, so go ahead and do numbers 3 through 5. If you're feeling really good, you can go ahead and also try number 6, but I want you to just concentrate on those first 3 since it's our first time thinking about money, coins, amounts, what they look like. It's a lot. So take your time, give yourself some, be patient with yourself, right? This is our first time working with coins today, but we'll be getting more practice as we go and it'll get easier as we go. All right. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day and I will be seeing you very soon. Bye.